Okay, let's dive right in. You've brought us a fascinating stack of articles and notes, all focused on one thing, the incredible world of horses.
That's right.
And not just any horses. Your sources seem to highlight 25 of the maybe most beautiful and amazing breeds on the planet.
hmm
It's kind of mind-blowing when you realize there are actually over 400 distinct breeds out there globally.
It really is a testament to centuries of, humans and horses shaping each other.
Yeah.
Our mission today is, well, basically to comb through these sources and pull out the real nuggets, those surprising facts, the key insights, the aha moments that show what makes these 25 breeds truly stand out.
And right from the jump, your sources paint a picture of just stunning diversity.
Mhm.
We're talking about horses with unbelievable colors, manes that seem to, I don't know, defy gravity,
Yeah.
those distinctive feathers on their legs, and even breeds built to handle conditions you wouldn't think a horse could survive in.
Yes. The material promises quite a journey. We're exploring everything from breeds with an almost metallic shine
Uh-huh.
to miniature companions, uh, immensely powerful working animals, ancient war horses, and even that quest to find the real golden horse. It
Yeah.
really sets the stage for exploring beauty, strength, history, and some truly unique adaptation, all based on what you've gathered.
So let's unpack this. Based on what you shared, where do we even begin? It's such a visually stunning lineup.
Well, naturally, the sources spent a lot of time on the Kaltike, often dubbed the golden horse.
The golden horse, right.
And what's so captivating, according to these articles, isn't just that it looks metallic, it's that the sheen is an actual optical property of the hair, like tiny mirrors, bouncing light.
Wow.
Beyond the shine, sources detail its sleek body, almost like a greyhound, long legs, and this elegance that hints at its ancient lineage, some Turkmenistan, history stretching back over 3,000 years. So one of the oldest breeds.
3,000 years.
Yeah. Sources present it as this almost mythical blend of extreme beauty, endurance from its desert origins, and just deep, deep history.
That metallic coat sounds unreal. Okay, moving from that kind of uniform glossy shine to incredible patterns. Your sources highlight breeds where the coat itself is the defining feature. The Appaloosa, for instance, famous for spots.
Absolutely. They really lean into the idea that each Appaloosa is like a unique canvas. Developed by the Nez Perce tribe in North America, the sources show its history is tied right to the people who valued those specific traits and that striking look.
Mm.
Beyond the spots, it's noted for versatility, good on a ranch or a trail ride, and generally a reliable temperament shaped by working with humans.
And closely related, in terms of dramatic patterns, is the paint horse.
Exactly.
Okay.
The sources note the paint shares that characteristic large, distinct patches of white mixed with other colors. Black, brown, chestnut, ensuring, again, no two are identical. What's interesting here is its history. Tracing back to Spanish explorers who brought horses with these pinto patterns to North America, we're talking the 15th century.
That far back.
Yeah. Sources explain how these horses became popular with cowboys and ranchers. They liked their hardiness, and you could see them easily on the open range.
Then there's a breed that takes spotting to another level, the Knabstrupper. The sources call its coat Dalmatian-like, a work of art.
It truly does look painted, doesn't it? Originating in Denmark, early 19th century, sources clarify it's related to the Appaloosa, but has its own distinct European heritage.
Okay.
Its striking appearance wasn't just for show initially. It made them highly visible, sought after for things like Danish royal family ceremonies. The articles also highlight their intelligence. They note their aptitude for complex tasks, which explains why they're used in circuses and various equestrian disciplines. Trainability is key there.
From dramatic spots to stunning solid colors, the Frisian horse is next on this visual tour. Its look is so distinctive.
Absolutely. Sources consistently describe the Frisian by its, striking black coat, that incredibly abundant flowing mane and tail, and those thick feathers, the long hair on its lower legs.
Right, the feathers.
The whole combination gives it a truly majestic, almost fairy tale appearance. Originating in Friesland, Netherlands, its history is significant. Sources mention it carried knights in the Middle Ages, later pulled carts. It's a breed that actually faced near extinction, required dedicated effort to recover after World War II. The sources really emphasize how its power and beauty are equally defining traits.
Another breed instantly recognizable by color is the Haflinger. That golden chestnut coat with the white mane and tail, it's iconic.
It's a very warm, friendly look, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sources trace their origin to the Haflinger Mountains between Austria and Italy, 19th century. What stands out in the sources is their description as incredibly strong and adaptable, despite, well, not being giant horses.
Right, they're mountain horses.
Exactly. Bred as workhorses for mountainous areas, noted specifically for stamina and reliability. Capable, the sources point out, of carrying 2 adult riders up difficult terrain.
Wow. Up mountains.
Yep. It's a beauty really born of utility.
Utility leading to beauty.
Let's
That
see.
seems like a theme. And speaking of regional beauty, the Menorcan horse from the Spanish island of Minorca.
Yes, the Minorca thoroughbred, easily recognized by its striking black coat. Sources focus on their graceful movements, strength, and notably, a calm temperament.
Okay.
But the real unique insight here, consistently mentioned, is their specialized training for the bot.
The bot.
Yeah, that dramatic rearing on the hind legs. It's central to traditional Menorcan festivals. So it's a breed whose cultural role has literally shaped its key performance trait.
Fascinating. Now, for a truly unique physical feature, the Marwari horse from ancient India, Rajasthan, the ears are just something else.
They are. Sources immediately spotlight those incredible inward curving ears. They often touch or overlap at the tips.
Wow.
What the articles elaborate on is how this trait isn't just visually striking. It's presented as maybe an adaptation, believed to enhance hearing in the open desert, crucial for alertness in a warhorse.
Makes sense.
The sources deeply tie its history to the Rajput warriors, emphasizing bravery, endurance, loyalty in battle, perfectly suited for harsh desert conditions, and the personal touch, their revered status with royal families who treated them like cherished family members. That really highlights the depth of the human-horse bond the sources found important.
From unique ears to overall noble bearing, the Andalusian from Spain's Iberian Peninsula also features heavily in historical accounts in your sources.
It does, dating back to the Middle Ages, around the 15th century. Sources note the remarkably strict breeding controls that have preserved its historical appearance.
Still today.
Yes. They are consistently described as possessing incredible beauty, thick, wavy or curly hair, an arched neck, powerful yet elegant build. Their history is steeped in partnership with Spanish nobles, warriors, kings, used in war, bullfighting, celebration.
So very versatile historically.
Absolutely. Yeah. And the sources show how this historical importance translates to their continued presence in shows and film today, like a living piece of history.
Wow, that first group really shows the incredible spectrum of visual appeal in history. Let's shift gears now. Based on your sources, let's look at breeds known less perhaps for show-stopping looks and more for their incredible strength, working ability, or amazing adaptation to challenging environments.
Okay. If sheer power is the metric, the sources definitely position the Shire horse right at the top. They are described as truly massive, standing over 173 centimeters tall, weighing up to 2,000 pounds.
2,000 pounds, that's huge.
It is. Originating in England, their historical role was all about brute strength. Agriculture, pulling heavy carts in cities before, motorized transport. Sources detail their muscular build, enormous hooves, and those dense feathers on their lower legs. What's surprising, and sources highlight this, is that despite their immense size, they are typically noted for a surprisingly calm and gentle temperament.
Big, but gentle. Okay, following that theme of powerful workhorses, the Comtois horse from the Jura Mountains of France also features prominently.
Yes, sources call them powerful and majestic, known for endurance and versatility. Their use spans centuries, agriculture, forestry, even military supply lines, all roles demanding immense pulling power.
Right.
The articles mention their historical arrival in France as far back as the 4th century, underscoring their deep roots as a working breed adapted to rugged terrain.
Now, your sources bring in a breed that seems almost purpose-built for performance now. The Spanish Norman horse.
That's right. Sources present the Spanish Norman not really as a historical workhorse, but as a modern breed excelling in equestrian sports, historical reenactments, leveraging their athleticism, power, and elegance.
So bred for shows and stuff.
Pretty much. They describe a muscular build, thick chest, strong legs, a noble head with expressive eyes, and a thick, flowing mane and tail. Traits that just lend themselves to demanding performance disciplines.
Another breed that's become a star in competitive sports, originating from more humble beginnings, the Oldenburg from Germany.
Exactly. Originally bred, way back in the 17th century, for farm work and pulling carriages, sources emphasize how selective breeding has really transformed it into a top sport horse.
So what makes it stand out now?
According to the sources, it's this combination of excellent movement, athleticism, and trainability. They are noted as intelligent and eager to please, That explains their popularity across various competitive disciplines.
Similarly focused on performance, the Dutch warm blood from the Netherlands.
This is a relatively newer breed, as sources note, resulting from careful, really intentional breeding. The goal was specific: strength, smooth movement, and a calm temperament ideal for sport,
Tailor-made.
basically. Sources describe their physical traits optimized for athleticism, strong sloping shoulders, long legs for powerful strides, combined with a friendly nature that makes them easy to handle and train for demanding competition.
Shifting now to truly rugged adaptation. The fjord horse from Norway is incredibly unique looking.
It is. Sources describe it as an ancient breed, smaller than most horses but larger than a pony.
Like a big foal, one source said.
Yeah, exactly. Gives it that appearance. Its strong build, unique sort of brown coat with that striking dorsal stripe. And that iconic, erect, bicolored mane are instantly recognizable.
Very distinctive.
What the sources really underscore is its ability to thrive in harsh climates, shaped by centuries in rugged mountainous terrain. This makes it ideal for agriculture and forestry. It's incredibly sure-footed and strong for its size.
But for extreme adaptation, you said nothing in your sources beats the Yakut horse.
Truly an outlier. Sources highlight how the Yakut horse from the Sakha Republic in Siberia is one of the few horse breeds capable of surviving in conditions as low as -60 degrees Celsius.
-60? How?
Well, the adaptations are amazing. An incredibly heavy winter coat, thick mane for insulation, and this unique ability to forage for food under deep snow by digging with their hooves. Sources emphasize their crucial role for the local people, vital for daily life and culture because of their strength, endurance in the cold, and minimal food requirements. It's just an astonishing example of natural selection and survival.
And then you have horses that were once domestic but adapted back to the wild, like the Brumby horse in Australia.
The free-roaming wild horse of the Australian outback, yeah. Sources describe them as descendants of escaped domestic horses that have adapted remarkably to the harsh environment deserts, mountains over centuries.
Tough animals.
Definitely. Their resilience and free-spirited nature are emphasized, portraying them as symbols of the untamed wilderness, a testament to the underlying hardiness of the species.
That journey from ancient utility to extreme survival is incredible. For our final group, let's look at breeds highlighted in your sources for their personality, their deep connection with people, or their specific, often versatile performance roles.
Okay. A great starting point here is the Morgan horse. From the early 19th century, U.S. sources consistently praise its personality, described as expressive, lovable, incredibly eager to work and please.
Sounds like a great all-around horse.
Very much so. They note its trainability and adaptability make it suitable for a wide variety of activities. Physically, sources describe a regal, slender body with a muscular build, an arched neck, and expressive eyes, presenting a picture of a horse as much a companion as a worker.
From a versatile worker to a pure companion size, the Falabella horse from Argentina is truly miniature.
It is. Sources highlight its tiny stature, rarely exceeding 32 inches tall.
So small.
Yeah. They clarify it's a miniature horse, distinct from a pony, usually too small to ride. Its role is primarily as a pet, a show animal, or used for driving small carriages.
Cute, but useful too.
Right. What sources emphasize is its refined features, elegant head, expressive eyes, beautiful coats, combined with a friendly and gentle personality, making it perfect for close human interaction.
And slightly larger, but still small and incredibly popular, the Shetland pony.
A true icon. Sources note its short stature no more than 42 inches, but emphasize its kind of disproportionate strength and sturdy body.
Built tough.
Exactly. Its adaptations for harsh weather, like its thick coat, short legs, broad chest, are detailed. Sources highlight its calm but intelligent nature, making it surprisingly trainable and strong enough to pull loads much heavier than itself.
Really?
Yeah. Its innocent appearance, intelligence, and kindness make it universally popular, especially as a first horse for children.
Moving back up in size to a breed known for elegance and performance, the Hanoverian horse.
Sources describe the Hanoverian as one of the most beautiful and magnificent performance breeds. They detail its well-proportioned athletic body, strong legs, curved head, and large size, while noting its remarkable ease of handling.
Good for beginners too, then.
Exactly. Sources emphasize its elegant movement and graceful strides, making it equally suitable for beginners learning dressage or professionals competing at the highest levels.
The gypsy horse from the British Isles has a unique cultural history tied to its appearance, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Bred by the Romani people, the gypsy people, specifically for pulling their caravans, their vardos. Sources describe them as powerful with a distinctive appearance, often piebald or skewbald coats, huge presence, and those incredible feathers on their legs.
Instantly recognizable.
Totally. Beyond the looks and strength for pulling, sources highlight their exceptionally calm, friendly, and intelligent temperament, noting they were bred to be gentle and trustworthy, valued not just as work animals, but as integral, cherished family members living right alongside people.
When we talk history and influence, the Arabian horse really stands alone, doesn't it?
It really does. Sources consistently point to the Arabian as the oldest known breed. Documented history stretching back to 3000 BC.
Incredible.
They detail its highly recognizable features, that finely sculpted head, large expressive eyes, an arched neck, and a high-tail carriage. Traits that contribute to its balanced, confident appearance.
And their personality.
Sources emphasize intelligence, stamina, and renowned social nature with humans, noting its strong desire to please, its historical role in war, racing, and its influence as foundation stock for countless other breeds worldwide. It's just profoundly significant.
Bringing us back to wild heritage, sources revisit the Mustang horse as a symbol of the American West.
Yes, sources reaffirm its status, symbol of freedom and strength. They reiterate its origins, descendants of those 16th century Spanish horses that escaped domestication, adapted to the vast grasslands of the American West.
With survivors.
Exactly. Sources highlight the stamina and intelligence honed by survival in the wild, and their historical importance, having been captured and utilized by Native Americans. It's presented as a living legacy of adaptability and the spirit of the frontier.
And finally, a breed instantly associated with high-level performance and tradition, Lepizan horse.
The Lepizan, yes, synonymous with the Spanish riding school in Vienna and classical dressage. Sources trace its origins to the 16th century in Austria and Slovenia. And here's that truly surprising fact the articles point out. They are born completely black or dark brown.
Really? Not white?
Not at first. They don't develop their famous white coat until they are adults, gradually changing color as they mature, usually reaching pure white between 6 and 10 years old.
I never knew that.
That's pretty amazing. Sources also mention their historical use in cavalry and chariot driving before their modern role in performance.
What an incredible spectrum of these animals just based on the sources you've gathered.
It really is. Seeing these 25 breeds laid out like this, it highlights how much form and function, beauty and utility have been intertwined across different cultures and environments, from the extreme survival skills of the Yakut and Brumby to the specialized power of the Shire or Comtois, the refined elegance of the Andalusian or Hanoverian, and that close partnership embodied by the Gypsy or Morgan.
And the sheer visual diversity is just stunning. That metallic sheen of the Akaltek, the wild artistry of the Appaloosa patterns, the fairy tale look of the Frisian, the unexpected feature of the Marwari's ears. It makes you appreciate that beautiful can take so many different forms.
Exactly. The sources collectively show us that what makes these horses amazing isn't just one thing. It's often a combination of their striking appearance, their physical capabilities shaped by need or environment, their deep historical connection to humans, and often their unique personalities.
This deep dive really underscores the incredible diversity and rich history of horse breeds around the world, all drawn from the material you provided. It's so much more than just looking at pictures. It's about understanding how these animals have been shaped by and have, in turn, shaped human history and culture for millennia.
Precisely. And reflecting on all these unique traits, the endurance, the trainability, the specific physical adaptations, the wildly different roles they've played alongside us, it makes you appreciate the profound depth of that bond, that partnership that has existed between humans and horses for so long.
Thanks for sharing these sources and letting us take this deep dive into the world's most beautiful and amazing horses.
My pleasure. And as you think about these remarkable animals, their diverse journeys across history and geography, here's maybe the thought to leave you with. Given the incredible variety and how humans have partnered with and shaped different horse breeds based on our shifting needs from war to work to sport to companionship, what does this long partnership actually tell us about humanity's own changing priorities and maybe our own connection to the natural world throughout history?